Good morning and welcome to Miles More Motivation, the show that is designed to give you motivation, energy, purpose, and just get you fired up in any area of your life. In this particular episode, we're going to talk about what to do when all seems lost. Maybe right now you're going through a difficult time, maybe you're not. But at some point in your life, life throws us curveballs. Life throws us challenges that we wouldn't plan for. Mike Tyson says, everyone's got a plan till I punch them in the face. And sometimes in life punches us in the face, right? So in this video, I want to talk to you about what to do if right now you're going through, frankly, a difficult time. A time in your life where you don't really know what to do. You're not really sure what your next move is. You're not really sure if you're going to make it through. You're not really sure just how to feel about the situation. You know, you just feel like jacking it all in and just quitting the business or quitting the job or quitting the relationship, whatever it is, when all seems lost. I want to share with you something in this video that I hope will be really useful to help you to reframe that experience. So first, I just want to kind of tell you a quick story. 7 years ago, I was technically homeless. I was living in on a mattress in the storage cupboard of my friend's gym in East London. And the reason why I was there is because I'd had a bad breakup with a girlfriend at the time. And I deemed I had no place to go. I could have gone home, but for me, it would have been a bigger failure to go home than it would have been to sleep on the floor in a friend's gym. So there I was for several months sleeping on the floor in my friend's gym. The first few weeks and months of being there, I was feeling sorry for myself. I was kind of playing the poor me that, I was never going to get out of this situation and it was a really bad situation. And it wasn't until I met someone who was a member of the gym who was from Ghana. And I'll never forget that when I kind of shared with him about the fact that I was sleeping at the gym, because he and I just kind of bonded, and although I didn't really tell any other people this story, that I was sleeping at the gym, I felt the confidence to share with him because we just kind of connected. And when I said to him about, I'm sleeping in the gym and it's not great, and hopefully I'll be out of here in a couple of months, but it is what it is, and I was kind of playing the victim, and he said, well, at least you got a roof over your head. And I thought about it and I thought, he's got a good point. I have got a roof over my head. And then he went on to proceed to tell me that he has cousins that live in an area of Ghana who, frankly, have a roof over their head, but it's leaking. The water that they get is not clean. The food that they get is not good food. It's not hygienic food. Because they're not able to clean the food. So when they catch animals, they're not able to clean it in proper boiling water. And it just sounded like it was not a good situation to be there where his cousin lived in Ghana. So that was a wake-up call for me, because it made me realize that the way that I'm looking at this situation is probably not good. It's probably part of the reason why I'm feeling so lost is because of my lack of perspective. So what I want to do is share with you in this video what I think if you're in a situation right now where you feel like all seems lost and you feel like you've got the weight of your world on the shoulders and life just seems to have dealt you a really bad hand. I want to kind of share you from my experience of coaching 12,000 people over the past 15 years. What I've found is the number one reason why people struggle when they feel like everything's just going wrong. The primary reason, the primary problem that people face and most people are facing is that they've done what I call zoomed in. They've zoomed in, and what that ultimately means is they feel like their problem is the biggest problem in the world. They feel like that they're the only one experiencing this problem. Like, I'm the only one experiencing this problem. I was sleeping at a gym. I was technically homeless, but I wasn't homeless. I had a roof over my head. I had hot running water. I could cook food. Yes, it wasn't 2.4 children. It wasn't semi-detached house, but it was a roof over my head. And there's people on the street, legitimately on the street, sleeping in cardboard boxes that didn't have that. People in Ghana with unclean water, with unhygienic eating and living conditions, with leaky roofs, sleeping and water's literally coming in on them at night. So the biggest problem that I had, and maybe this is something you can relate to, is that the first thing that you need to know is that maybe your problem right now is not actually the problem. The problem is you've zoomed in, meaning you've zoomed in so much so that you can't see the big picture. That you fail to see that there's so much else going on in the world that's so much bigger than your one challenge. You go, oh, but Miles, you don't understand. You don't know what it's like to be me. You don't understand my problem. No, I don't. But what I know is that right now, you probably are zoomed in, meaning you're failing to see that there is a bigger picture here. And so the thing that the first step that you need to do if all seems lost is you need to zoom out. Full disclosure, these videos are designed to be common sense, but you see, common sense isn't always common practice. And so if right now your situation seems like it's not good, the first thing that you need to change is your attitude. You know, a great coaching question that I often ask my clients is, if you could only change one thing in this situation, would you change your attitude or would you change the situation? If you could only change one thing. And invariably people say, oh, I'd change my attitude because I know then that I would be able to handle the situation better. We always need to focus on changing ourselves because we can't change sometimes the world around us, but we can change our attitude. I couldn't change the fact that I was sleeping on a mattress in the back of my friend's gym overnight. There were certain things I had to do to get myself out of that situation. But the first thing I needed to do is put myself in a positive attitude. And that came from zooming out. And one of the things that helped me to zoom out was that conversation with that gentleman from Ghana, who helped me see that there were people in the world a lot worse off and that my situation really was not bad. I actually had a great situation. And when I reframed that situation, I realized I was living in a gym. I started to train 3 times a day. I got a 6-pack. I got in the best shape of my life that I've ever been. And I was able to start building a business from scratch with no overheads. You know, I had no bills, no mortgage, no car payments, I had no overheads. I could focus all my energy on just making sure I had food to eat and I could spend money to grow my business, go to meetings. I was in London, so I could get to meetings really easily because, you know, I lived in Southampton before that. So I zoomed out and I saw that there was so much opportunity from this situation. There's always something, there's always a bigger picture. Life is always serving us, but we've got to change the meaning. We've got to sometimes change the way that we look at things. As Wayne Dyer says, when you change the way you look at things, your whole outlook can change. So if things are tough for you, if you're going through a difficult situation, know that this too shall pass, as the Bible says. This too shall pass. You will get through this situation. You will find a way out of this situation, but you just got to keep moving forward, and keep focused on the bigger picture. Ask yourself questions like, what needs to change, my attitude or the situation? If this was designed to serve me, like I'm an actor in a movie and I'm going through the tough part of the movie, what could be the positive meaning or intent behind this situation? How can I see this as a good thing? If I were able to, what could be the good that I could see in this situation? And when you start to change your perspective, then your whole situation you'll find will change around you. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, feel free to share it, like, comment, send me a direct message, whatever you want to do. If you like the idea, if you like this type of content, if you're like, I need more of this, and then there is a coaching platform that we've just launched where I can coach you every single month live online. And there should be a link somewhere under this video so you can find more about that and watch, I think, last month's live class. So feel free to jump on the link and watch that. But for now, I'm wishing you a brilliant day. If all seems lost, remember, zoom out. It's the first thing that will transform your situation. See you on the next one. Take care.